you know, I'm just grateful for.
Hey, what is up? How's everybody doing tonight? And welcome to what is sure to be an incredible time. Build the wizard's hut, okay. So what the wizard does... Well, I mean, hey, play it forward, you can still do that. Oh, it lets you warp to different stages, that way you can skip stuff. It's really handy so you don't have to do, you know, tier 1 content. Of course, we're still quite new, so I'd actually like to farm through here real quick. We have an all-star cast, this crew. This is probably the best crew I've assembled. It's got triple miner and double nurse. We could probably get to level 40 with this thing. Look at this. This isn't even fair. That new mace I picked up last run, very powerful. Ooh, a goblin shield. That's good stuff. Hey, Wraith, what's up? How you doing? Afternoon. Man, I wish it was afternoon. But hey, Wraith, how's it going? Oh, I just realized you can't see some very important stuff here on this. I'm gonna move my face. I'll move it back for Diablo. Hey, Diablo 2 is an amazing game, Wraith. I'm glad you're playing it. We're gonna finish Diablo 1 tonight. I know it wasn't gonna take the full time, plus I started a little early, so we're doing a little bit something fun in the meantime, but because Diablo's probably gonna take us like 30 minutes to finish. Between Narzak and the Big D himself. One moment there while I moved my mug. Taco Cannon, what's up? This is Soda Dungeon 2, available today on Steam. We have just crunched through level 20 and we're entering the catacombs. Tier 3. Just came out today, that's right. But don't worry, we're still finishing Diablo. Like I said, that ain't gonna take us long. And of course, we got the weekend coming up, and you all know what happens then. We got a big weekend coming up here for the D Squad. So this game's got dungeon crawling, it's got crafting, it's got classes, it's got class level ups, it's got magic. That's right, Play It Forward Gaming is paying attention. That's why we keep him around here. Man, the nurse class base HP is really low. I don't love that. They do have a big mana pool, though. That's right, Wraith. So that'll happen Saturday evening, if you're interested in that. Wow, the nurse died at full yeah. Maybe a nurse is only like you take one nurse. Or maybe I have to level them up a little bit, because they die really quick. I was really excited to unlock that class, but they seem very frail. So I got miners, carpenters, nurses, and the default character so far. Hoping to unlock some more here. But for that, we'll need coin. And we gotta do some major crafting, too. As you can see, only my lead characters have anything decent. Like, I've got a club and a sword. But other than that, it's bar stools and wood. So we're very scrappy. We just started the game, by the way, like, I don't know, 10 minutes before the stream began. So we're very early on in terms of progression. Oh boy. See, they don't mess around once you get into the catacombs. Like, Tier 2 dungeon is no joke. We're gonna need some serious supplies to get through here. Especially since the nurse has, like, 13 base max HP, which is insane to me. There's gotta be some kind of buff we can get her. Or, of course, gear would take care of it, too. Hylix 2 has really gotten weird. Hylix 2 is a nutsy game. I know you know that, Hitmon, when you came and watched it when we played it here. That game is wild. Like, I have not seen something that nuts. I mean, I had an okay time playing that game, but man, was it bizarre. Turnover, hey, thanks for watching the podcast, as always. And I'm glad you thought I had some nice thoughts. That's always pleasant. Hitmonchan, that game is really trippy. Really, really trippy. I don't think I'm ever going to play through that game, but it would be something for, like, a replay someday, maybe. Like, you know, I can, like, troll Reeves into playing it or something. That would be pretty funny. What is happening in this game? Everything that you expect out of an RPG, Hitmonchan. We're going through a dungeon, we're progressing, we're getting mats, we're getting gold, we're getting XP. And we make it as far as we can, we die, we go back to town, we buy upgrades, and we go back in the dungeon again. Rinse and repeat. And the goal to get better loot and go even farther. Take on harder bosses, etc., etc. You know the deal. So we just wiped, so we'll get a credit for what we did. My miners got better. This is on Steam. Turnover, it's on Steam as of today. Yes, just came out. And we got quite a bit of loot, actually. Which will make the next run easier. And we will make an upgrade here. We're going to do a... This is a questionable unlock. It'll cost me 1,000 gold, which is all I have. But it'll unlock the Mystic class for next run. Or I can go see if I could buy some... You know, let's buy it. I always love getting classes early. We might be a little strapped this run, though, because of it. Let's see. These nurses are really frail, but I guess we'll take them. I can't be picky with classes yet. Now, let's check our crafting. Oh, we're out of money. Well, that's too bad. Because getting gear is, like, way more important than getting heroes, honestly. Stay clear at the dungeon at the edge of town. Many bad things spotted. I wonder if we should start at level... Nah, you know what? Yeah, let's just start at level 1. Especially since we haven't... Well, we have no money. We spent everything. We did find a cool goblin shield last time at the tier 1 boss, so that was cool. Look at that cute little goblin shield we got on our guy now. Finding loot in the dungeon is great. And we got 2 pairs of bone armor. Actually, this could be a really good run if they leave my casters alone. Mystic class does what? I don't know yet, Turnover. We're gonna find out when they're available in the store when I come back next time. See, the bar has to attract people while you're in a dungeon run. So we'll find out what I attract next time. It can attract anything that you've got the soda for, so. Hey Eliotes, what's up? We're gonna find out what the Mystic does. I'm hoping it's like an offensive or support caster would go along nicely with my crew. Yeah, look at how cute that Goblin Shield is, right? We found that from the Tier 1 boss. So it's worth it to go back to the old levels sometimes, even if you can warp a lot farther. Especially when you're in my position. So I've got like lots of advanced classes, but I'm really, really hurting for loot. So we need to deck them out a little bit. We got like lots of wooden swords and bar stools here in the crew. And gear makes an immense difference. Like, huge. In terms of both defense and damage output. Since I have a miner, you can see that I can bust up those rocks. It's very important. That's giving me a lot of extra crafting materials. Eliotes, what's up? Turnover, I don't know what the classes do that I don't have unlocked, because this is my first time playing the game. So every 10 levels is a boss. And that's how you get the good stuff. That's how you get treasure chests. They can have all kinds of stuff in them, from gear to gold. Now the nurses can do big cures, and they have really nice MP pools, but they are kind of frail, so... It's very nervous for me to have my back line over there with a bunch of like 12 HP people with nothing but bar stools as defenses. You know, I didn't want to kill the Trumpet Skeleton, Hitmonchan. It could even doot at you. It's a thing. Bonus treasure. I can spend my key that I got from that boss drop for a bonus treasure. It was just gold, but it could have been something good. Even gold's good. The Trumpet Skeleton's secret move, Hitmonchan, is doot. He can doot at you. So every 5 levels you have the mini boss here, and then every 10 levels you have the big boss. Yeah, Turnover, this is definitely a very casual, friendly RPG experience for sure, which is kind of nice, you know, when you just want to relax. But there are still important decisions to be made. It's not completely mindless. It becomes a question of like how you want to use your econ more efficiently. A game of choices, you could say. Quantum, hey, what's up? Isn't it really early where you are? Isn't it like 3 AM there, Quantum? That's some serious morning tea. Oh god, level 40 boss. This is big. I have a quest to kill this thing. Oh. So it has more gameplay than FF12. Oh, Wraith, that is the best joke I've heard in a very long time. Thank you for that. You brought a smile to my face today. Oh, see, we barely beat it, but I'm glad we beat it, because we're at least going to get level 40 loot and credit. Tetsudo High, Quantum High, Treasure. Coal, awesome, I haven't gotten that yet. We're not going to make it anywhere in level 41, but We still got credit for the level 40, which is nice. Okay. Adjusted your sleeping habit, excellent. Wraith with a good joke. Gal's got Moxie, hey! Don't worry about it, Gal. Thanks for being here. Shaz says this is the second Soda Dungeon. It is! And it's on Steam right now. Just came out. Oh, now the nurses want to heal when it's just the two of them. Hitmonchan, that's... I always love it when they actually add systems like that to games. You just finished watching the GI show. Well, thanks for watching, Quantum. I hope you enjoyed it. New items available to craft. Ooh. The dagger. 30% crit chance. It's pretty good. Pit shield. The pig shield? Oh, we gotta get some of these. Takes bacon, though. Where the hell am I supposed to get that? However, I do have enough to make another bone mail, which is great. Love to get my dudes geared out with bone mail. Oh, I have to craft... Oh, I have to use that ore. I have to, like, actually turn it into stuff to make stuff. That makes sense. I haven't been doing that. I need to actually turn the raw ore into stuff using gold. So I got plenty of copper, but nothing to really build with the copper. A copper bracelet, 30% stat resist. Ooh. That's terrible. I don't care about that. Alright, we can't waste our money on crafting mats right now. Quantum Jet, do you know why? I mean, the GI show was filmed on Wednesday, Quantum Jet. We had no idea about Sony's investment in Epic when that show was recorded. That breaks today. The show doesn't go out the same day we record it. That's alright. Well, I mean, that's why we didn't talk about it. Do we have any thoughts on it? I mean, is there anything to really think about? It's a thing that's happening. Oh, we got a Mystic. We don't know what they do. And this is actually a pretty bad crowd in the bar this time. I don't even... Man, we barely struggled to get 6 people. Actually, this isn't even a full group. Wow, this is gonna be a bad run. Alright, let me get to chat here. Let's get the run started. This is gonna be a really crappy run. Didn't even have a full bar. I guess our gear is better, though. We got bone armor and chainmail on everybody. I mean, yeah, you should definitely check out the GI show. You might even get to see me on there. Hey. Yeah, Quantum, you know me. I like big thinking thought experiments, right? As for the Sony Epic thing, makes sense. It's a very small stake, guys. I think it's something like 1.5% of the company's shares or something like that. Comparatively. We don't say backlog here, Vorpal. Come on. Take that trash somewhere else. You don't have to be into Bloodborne. See, that's the thing. People think I'm gonna come at you for not liking From Software games or Bloodborne. I don't care. You should like what you want. Do you see what I'm playing now, for God's sakes? Play what you like. Oh wow, do you see that? That Mystic spell was awesome. Mystic's got an AoE spell. That was awesome. She like threw ghosts at them. Malk, we do stuff like that all the time here. I know you're new to the stream, Malk, but we've done all kinds of Souls stuff in the past, and I assure you more Souls stuff it will happen in the future. It's inevitable. I mean, you got karaoke coming up this weekend. What more do you people want? Dude, that Mystic attack is so good. AoE magic, super nice. Hey, Stibs, what's up? I mean, we've done Dark Souls multiple times on the channel. In fact, some of the games we've played through more than once on the stream. But there are always more Souls coming. That you can count on. And of course we'll do an Elden Ring playthrough when that's applicable. And, you know, should Bloodborne ever come to PC, that'll be a day one play. That's right, Hitmonchan. I like Hitmonchan's got some. He's got some salt and vigor in him today. I like it. Well, you know what? We did make over $1,000 gold this run, and we thought it was going to be terrible. It turns out the Mystic is actually pretty powerful, so I'm pretty happy about that. Good to see you, Stibs. I hope you're doing okay. Oh yeah, Malk gets super salty. He says that whenever Malk plays Dark Souls, he says the bosses read his attacks. It's kind of like when he plays Smash. Oh, hey, Rock, what's up? You know what? This run is actually going really well for only having 5 characters. And a bad party comp, too. Mystic is definitely an excellent addition to the party. We will be looking for them. So what we probably want to do now is focus on some gear acquisition on the next run to town. Man, that spell is awesome. I wonder if that's based on the Mystic's attack power. If it is, we gotta get her kitted out with a fat weapon. Alright, hopefully we get an item drop off this big bad boy this time. Bigger bosses can drop awesome items. Like that cool little goblin shield. That drops off the tier 1 boss. And actually made worth farming that dragon. This guy is nasty though. Still, we beat him. We're going right to the kitchen. Very well done. Everyone's still alive. 50G and a cut stone. Alright, this is where the game gets real. We're in the kitchen now. Whenever you get to the first joke level with, like, you know, carrots and tomatoes and... You know that's when it gets serious. I feel like that fairy always hurts my crew instead of ever helping it. It's kind of a drag. There is a boiling rat in the pot. It's kind of gory. You know, I didn't even notice that till you mentioned it, Hitmon. Oh, I love me some Hearthstone. Oh, God. This dungeon has all kinds of critters in it. Ooh, we got a key! We got 2 keys. I gotta use these before I die. Hearthstone is the card game. In fact, Blizzard's current auto-battler is also inside Hearthstone. And I do like it quite a bit. It's called Battlegrounds. I play a lot of it. I've got hundreds of hours in it. And it is completely free. You don't need to buy packs or anything. Hey, Joshua, what's up? Welcome to the stream. We have done remarkably well. I thought this crew was going to do terrible, but, like, we got bone armor on 3 guys, chainmail on the other 2. We're definitely lacking in the weapon department. We're still using wooden swords on most of the crew. We gotta fix that. But that goblin shield drop that we got, which I think is a rare drop, is adorable. Wraith, Blizzard does have an auto battler, and it's very good. It's my favorite of the pack. I highly recommend you try it. It's in Hearthstone. Oh my god, the boss level 50. The most cut chef I have ever seen. Oh my god. Yeah, their auto battler is in Battlegrounds. I mean, in Hearthstone. It's called Battlegrounds. Ooh, a blue smithing crystal. I don't know what that does, but it sounds good. Oh my god, what is that? Is that like a jello mold? Our crew is running out of steam. We're gonna have to crash some mad gear, but we're coming out of here with 2K. You believe that? What a run! Oh, that's right. Stibs, that is correct. That is what it is. They must have taken that from Final Fantasy, right? I'm glad Stibs is here to correct my culinary failure with the identification of that monster. Dude, that goblin shield is the coolest thing I've picked up on any of these runs. Also, I'm very impressed with our crew's performance. Stibs, a lot of the game is in the the options you do while not in combat. Combat can largely be playing out the things you do outside of combat. But yeah, it's pretty simple in terms of you know, outside of preparation. It is a free game. It is on Steam. We are finishing Diablo tonight, so stick around for that. But that's not going to take long, so I figure we mess around with a different game too, since it just came out. Can this part be sped up? Yeah, it can. I think it costs a ton of gold. Yeah, Hitmonchan, we've been playing Diablo for the last 2 days. Where have you been? There is monetization, Stibs. I am not going to touch it, so I couldn't tell you. I think it's just convenient stuff. Which Diablo? We've been playing it for the last 2 nights, Hitmonchan. Diablo. Diablo. Diablo's my favorite, yes. Of what? I need some clarification on that, Quantum. That's okay, Hitmonchan. That's alright. My favorite game of all time, Diablo? No. Diablo 2 is definitely in my top 10. I mean, it's not Dark Souls. Bloodborne is my favorite game of all time. With Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past a close second. Ooh, a wooden sword. Really? That's it? That's my gift? Man. That's crappy. Yeah, but Link to the Past is a very close second. I hate Fable 3. Have I played LTTP on stream? Have I played what? Oh, no, I haven't. I don't know if there's a good way I can. So yeah, for the monetization stib, since you were asking, you can use these crystals to, like... You can basically skip, grinding by using real-life currency. But F that. That's part of the game. Well, some iron bars would really help, wouldn't they? Yes. Wow, okay. Okay. We're gonna have enough. We got enough bones to make bone mail for a whole crew now. That's really nice. And these iron swords are way better than the wooden ones. So now we'll have a full complement of really good stuff, actually. We got some accessories here. Alright. We're gonna have a real gang together this time. Okay, hang on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got a lot of people talking in chat. Late to the party. Yeah, it's okay, Cyber. It's I started early today. I surprised everybody, because I wanted to get a new game in here as well as the Diablo finisher, which we're going to do. This is a little early. But, you know, sometimes when I want to put a new game in there, I know a lot of people are waiting for the end of Diablo 2, so... of Diablo. So I wanted to give Soda Dungeon 2 a good shake, but at the same time, I know we've got a game to finish, which won't take long, to be honest with you. And hey, Kim, what's up? Great to see you. Alright, so we have like no people in the tavern this time. They're all going to be decked out, but... we are going to be doing a run with just 4 people, which is really sad. Should I still start at a lower floor? I don't know. We could probably start higher. We'll play it pretty safe. We only have 4 people. Okay, Star. Well, I hope I can provide just a little entertainment. The first Diablo is very rough today, Hitmonchan. We've noticed that the last 2 days of playing. It's very simplistic. This game is probably more complex than Diablo. I mean, it really does amount to, like, just putting your gear on and clicking on stuff. But at the same time, it's still a fantastically made game, and you can really get a sense of, like, how things have progressed for ARPGs and for the Diablo franchise in general, as we looked at it, as we looked over it over the past couple days. And by the way, thanks for being here, Hitmonchan. I didn't expect you to know that we were playing Diablo the 2 days. Like, don't take it the wrong way. That's great to hear, Jerk, because we are getting in here. In case you didn't notice, we are getting full soda. This run is kind of screwed from the beginning since I've only got 4 people, but at least 3 of them are mystics. So we've got no heals, but we're gonna have nice AoE damage, and we are kind of kitted out, like bone armor on every person, good shields, good weapons. Well, Hitmon, I mean, I tweeted it out each night I was doing it. You should have gotten notifications. Either on Twitch or Twitter or, you know, wherever great games are discussed. No worries, man. You got VODs, I got VODs, everybody can look the VODs. Mineshaft, I got no miner. Great. I love it. No miner showed up in the tavern this run, so I'm kind of screwed. And I only have 4 people. Oh boy, here's this guy. Hopefully we get some good loot. Oh boy, jeez. Yeah, with no healer, this is going to be really brutal. This is going to be a quick run, but hopefully the tavern will be well stocked with heroes when we get back. Everyone's favorite kitchen battle. We've only got 3 characters. Having a full party really helps. And no, Hitmon, it's not your bad. It's nobody's bad. Don't worry about it. We're killing Big D tonight. I really like the Mystic AoE magic, though. Very good. I gotta see what class I can get next. Yeah, Turnover, that's the Mystic spell. Very powerful. Super awesome to have, like, AoE damage in the crew. I gotta see what the next class I can unlock is. It's probably even stronger. Obart. Yeah, Obart's a classic enemy from Xenoblade Chronicles. My favorite single-player MMORPG. No, Hitmon, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're having fun here. We just got a level 50 boss with 3 people. That's great. That bodes very well for next run. We might even start up here. Leather shield. I don't know if that's good or not. It's probably crappy compared to the shields I have, but who knows? It was a drop off a level 50 boss. Should be good, right? And the Mystics are awesome. They summon the ghosts. And the ghosts kill everything. It's a nice AoE spell. Now we've got Hannibal Lecter the pig here. I don't know what the hell this is. I got a couple keys, so that's nice to get these free heals. I don't think we're gonna be able to go to level 60 with just 3 people, but you know me, I'm gonna push this run as far as we can. That's right, Turnover. Your dungeon run lasts till your crew is toast. Oh boy, level 60 boss is a giant pig. Oh my god. And it can heal. We are definitely going to need to bring a real crew to fight this thing. We got Lucky Crit. Lucky Crit for the win. Free level 60 kill. That's great. We're totally toast after this, but this is going to be... This is nice. Nice next tier. Big treasure chest. Got some wood. Pancake is a cat. Pancake is Kim's cat. Oh, Mystic level up. 2 MP. Excellent. Bebo! Bebo1979, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. Look at that wonderful manatee. A majestic animal. And a majestic subscription. Thanks so much for being here, Bebo. I appreciate it. New items available to craft. Oh... Oh, what can we craft? We got new crafting and oh my god, some crazy stuff. Sabers, knuckle blades. We need some crazy stuff to make this though. MWAX, what is up, yo? Iron armor. Oh hell no. We're getting serious now. Yeah, MWAX is here. I knew MWAX was coming. Alright, we got a lot of cool people in the Bard this time, which is nice. Let's see if we can get a new bottle of soda. Sodas unlock new classes, so that's how we got the Mystic, the Nurse. The next one costs 3k and it'll unlock the Thief. I got 2k. If I save, I can get it next run, so I think that's a good idea. Alright, this run we got Miners, a Carpenter, a Mystic, and 2 Nurses. The miner is very important because I want to be able to get some iron when I'm in here. And we're going to start pretty high. Let's start at the kitchen. I think we're strong enough. Look at, I got a pig shield. You guys see the pig shield? The goblin shield is out of the rotation now. We got the pig shield. It's a pig face. Yo, Xeno, what's up? How's it going? I wish we would have rolled 2 mystics. The nurses don't do anything. Turnover, you got a VR headset. Very cool. I'm not into VR at all. I think VR is incredibly lackluster and not set for mass appeal at this time. In the future, I do think it'll be important, but not in its current form. It'll be something completely different. I think VR has tried and failed several times to get off the ground. Man, Xeno, if you want those kind of rundowns, you gotta show up when the stream starts. I've gone over it so many times. But in a nutshell, sure. We're unlocking classes, we're crafting loot, and we're going through a dungeon, okay? Xeno, I was joking, man. Alright, relax. So between each dungeon run, we craft new gear, we unlock new classes, we can add whatever we like to our party. Every class has different moves, like the Mystic, for instance, has an AoE ghost attack. The Nurse heals, you know, obvious stuff like that. Every 10 floors is a boss, every 5 floors is a mini-boss. We're in here to get as much loot and crafting materials as we can. We're also leveling up the classes. We don't level up individual people because they die and then they're done. And we just hire more people at the bar, but we level them up on a macro scale. So if my Mystic gains a level, all my Mystics gain a level. And yeah, Turnover, hey, I can only offer you my opinions, okay? I think VR is really cool and has a lot of potential, but I don't think the current version of VR is what we're going to use as a society. I think some kind of alternate reality experience will definitely take the place of traditional games, eventually. But I don't think it'll happen through trad VR. Or what we have now. It'll look different. This is free to play on Steam today. Xeno, I'm happy to answer any other questions too. I was only kidding, alright, man? Sorry. So we're going through the dungeon right now, collecting loot. Every 10 levels to be a boss. No, it's not annoying, Xeno. I'm very happy to. I'm sure a lot of other people that had come in recently were wondering the same thing. Owl, hey, what's up? I was just real excited about my pig shield. Alright, now we're headed to the real dungeon, level 61. We have not completed this tier at all. Yes, Turnover, I have heard that Half-Life Alyx is an incredible experience, and I don't doubt that it is. But one game can't move a unit that, you know, a $1,000 unit of hardware. You know, I don't mind at all, and I'm sorry if I came off otherwise. Yeah, that's one element, Turnover. I actually wrote a thing, I wrote a thing like 4 years ago, I think, in the magazine, about how I didn't think VR was going to succeed. And every one of my points, I think, in there is still relevant. I've always been pretty skeptical on VR, which I know is surprising for a PC guy, as we're usually the first ones to get on board. Okay, this is a hell of a boss. Oh, nice. We got some good damage, alright? We got some good damage output. All these iron blades are paying off. I think they tried to force mainstream adoption really hard, and it's just like, it's not the right tool to do it with. It ain't a cell phone. It's a pain to use. It's a pain to set up. 1 out of 10 people simply can't use the product due to nausea. Melchior, yeah, it's more like that, yeah. I do believe that we will have a fully immersed virtual universe. I don't know if it looks exactly like Ready Player One, but I do think that will be the an inevitable societal thing that we do as we move closer toward a majority of non-working people. I believe that most people will find will make lives in the virtual world similar to the Ready Player One thing in a way. This, of course, goes along with universal basic income and a lot of other social trends that I see happening. But you know, not everybody's ready for that kind of prediction, so. Oh my, look at this guy. Well, Quantum, again, I'm not saying it's gonna be like Ready Player One. I'm saying in the way that society has started to use the virtual world instead of the real world. I think that will happen. This must be very serious. Took auto attack off. No, it's easy mode. Why was I worried about that? Auto attack these things, come on. Hey, listen, if you like VR, I'm not trying to take that away from you, okay? I love it. I love it that you like stuff. Oh, I like Ready Player One, the book and the movie, by the way. I just don't see that as an exact corollary to the future that people are saying is going to happen. I know a lot of people don't like the book or the movie, and that's okay too. I know this is a radical idea, but it's okay to like things, and it's also okay to not like things. Hopefully we can get some, like, high-tier ore out of here. You know, Hitmonchan, if you don't like people liking things, believe me, that's pretty much the norm. I hear that a lot. A lot of people aren't okay with other people liking things that they don't like. I've never understood that, but maybe it's because I'm old. That's true, Melchior. Actually, yeah. Okay, I'll take a hard stance on that. you don't like manatees, then I probably, you know, then we're gonna have a problem. Hey Stubbs, what's up, man? Great to see you. We were just talking about a dystopian future where we all hide in a virtual world, Ready Player One, VR, and manatees. And of course, Soda Dungeon 2, now playing. I thought we already were all best friends, Vorpal. I thought that's what the D Squad was. My gear is not going to carry me in this very high tier level with the Dark Lord sitting right there. The good news is, we've got a ton of money from this run. We will be able to afford the next soda bottle. Jerbear says, Dan, how do you find these games? Well, I opened up Steam, and I checked the new list, and this was new. There you go. The secret's out. It just came out. Alright, we can buy a new soda bottle. Let's see, do we want 3K? We can get Thieves. 10K to unlock the Huntress. Wow. Wild Berry Blast. Loot Beer. Oh, the Thief sounds good. It probably gives me more money. Alright, we got the Thief bottle. Now we also got the bed so we can refresh patrons. For only 20 gold, that's a really good deal. So now we can get a good crew every run. Bed's definitely a good thing. Now we got Thieves on this run. This is going to be a crazy run. Oh, look at this. Look at this. What do we got here? Turnovert. Turnovert, thank you so much for gifting Don't Push Sam. Thanks for being here, Don't Push Sam, and thank you so much, Turnovert, for the gifted sub. Really appreciate it. You've gifted 4 subs. Very nice. Thank you. Alright, let's get, let's see, 3 Thieves. The Mystic and a Miner. Thieves are my new class. They probably do lots of really good stuff. They're probably amazing. Mystic and a Nurse. This seems like a crazy good crew. Can we... Oh, Infected Edge! Look at this thing! Vampire Suit! Oh my god, we have so much new stuff we can make. Oh, this item has a gem slot. Interesting. Okay. We can't make any of this cool stuff, though. Where am I supposed to get these mats? How does Soda play into this? You use Soda to attract various mercenaries to your bar, Jerbear. Based on the kind of sodas that you have, that determines the kind of classes that you can attract to your bar. Okay, Gals Got Moxie, just, you know, just take it easy. Try not to stress out too much. These times, stress will get you. Alright, let's start at the armory. And we'll ease into the final level. Oh, look at this. We got crazy classes. We must have got like some kind of fist drop off the last run, because we got like a skeleton suit and a fist on my lead character now. And don't forget the pig shield. We're gonna love the pig shield. It's an adorable shield, alright? And powerful. Now, I don't know what the thieves do. I'm hoping they have like some kind of like proc on attack where they steal money. I should probably have checked that before I put a bunch in the group, especially since they seem pretty frail. I know, J-Bear, right? It's like it's got everything. Any chance this game will show up at the E-tournaments? Absolutely. Whenever the next form of Evo shows up, this will be one of the games for sure. Let's get some of that fat loot source. We got a key, we got a chest. Alright, now we're at the top tier. I think at the end, at Fuller 100 is probably when we fight the big guy himself. But we shall see. We're actually not having a very good run, despite this supposed to be really awesome. I don't know what the thieves do. But hey, we got a key for this bonus treasure. Wood! Wood's always good. Yeah, wow, my team got shredded. I don't know what the deal was. Maybe my thieves are just too new. I gotta go look at their class abilities. The good news is, all we gotta do is get to 10k. If we get to 10k, we can unlock the hunter? Wow, we got toasted on that. Wow, I don't know what happened there. What do these thieves even do? That was a quick run and we got smoked, but we did get one of those weird vials we were looking for crafting. What does the thief do? Doesn't really tell me. Oh, there we go. I can check. Pilfer. Steal gold or item from a target. You can open all chests in a treasure room. Okay, that's really good, actually. Alright. That I did not know. So when we kill a boss, we get all the chests instead of one. That said, probably only want one thief in a group. We definitely want to get this... We definitely want to save 10k for this huntress. Okay, let's get in there. Let's get in there. We got a couple miners. One thief. A carpenter. A nurse. And a crappy dude. Now we can get some boss chests this run. We can also craft something nasty, right? The frying pan. +% chance to get food on hit. And a chance to burn. Seems good. Alright, let's start at a reasonable level so we can abuse these chests. Since we have a thief in the crew, we'll get all the chests from every boss, so this will be a very lucrative run. Decided to start a little earlier back. I see chat's discussing consoles, which is always fun. can always leave consoles in the dust and become a PC gamer. Hey, I'm just saying that you could do it, Cloud. I'm not telling you to do it. I love a good console as much as anybody else. But only because they have exclusives. And by the way, Quantum, you can use a controller on the PC. I do too. I use an Xbox controller to play Dark Souls on here. I'd never try to use it with a keyboard. Viola, hey! Good to see you. Welcome. Oh, hey, MX, welcome to the stream, buddy. Look at this. We're gonna kill this boss, and because we have a thief in the crew, I get all 3 chests. What a way to farm loot. That's just, like, insane. Some wood, some steel, and some cash. So we definitely want to put 1 thief in every group that we're doing non-progression runs on. But they do seem kind of frail outside of that. Yo, that boss looked like a final boss. Yeah, all the bosses look pretty impressive, Viola. Every 10 floors there's a main boss. We're looking to make some cash this run, which our thief is going to make very easy. Getting to collect all the boss chests from a boss is really nice, and should get us some really fat loot. Which apparently is the only advantage of a thief, really, because she's not very strong otherwise. Very cool, MX. Well, it's a great time to be a PC gamer, because we're going to get all the Xbox stuff on PC, right? I mean, being a PC gamer and still wanting the Xbox stuff is great. All you got to do is get Game Pass and you're done. Alright, you're done. It's wonderful. Not even gonna lie. It's like, my job is done here. I've got Xbox Game Pass. Alright, cool, I'm done. I never need to look at it again. Oh, choose a treasure? Why don't I take all 3? Thief skill, look at that. Pig shield and a meat suit. Look at that. Got paid. That's a shitload of gear we have for next run. Oh my god. I don't even want to know what the bosses in the armory tier drop. We're gonna get paid out. Alright, maybe not. We're getting worked a little bit here. I can't believe we got some people dying. Alright, so the crew died. So we're probably not going to get paid out any of this armor loot. I don't know how we lost. We need mystics. That's what we need. Here's the thing I always say. Jay Grizz, with all the talk about the new consoles being ultra strong, they better run at 60. Hey, we found a meaty club. That's probably really strong, right? Everyone's like, man, Dan, these are going to be better than any PC you've ever made. I'm like, alright, well, at least my PC can run some at 60. Oh, burn! Like, you know, it's not a burn, but, like, come on, right? That's the thing I can say. Mystic, 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 Nurse. This should be a good crew to run. Alright, now we got the frying pan, double gloves. We got a meat club. Double pig shields. We're looking for some of that boss loot. You fought with my father in the console wars. Yeah, that's hilarious. I mean, people get really mad at me for my opinions on consoles. That's fine, you know, whatever. I say if you want to play on console, play on console. Enjoy it. We're all loving games, right? That's all that matters. Grizz, I am not doubting the power of the upcoming consoles at all. But I'm saying, shouldn't 60 be the standard at this point? If your game could do everything under the, if your system could do everything under the sun, at least let's do 60. Maybe that's a hot take. I don't know. Are you gonna check out the new Star Wars game? Yeah, I'll check it out. Oh, we got another pig shield. We are just stacking up the pig shields. Yes, Jake Rose, I agree that some games don't need to be in 60, but the people that tell me that you can't tell the difference, ridiculous. Turnover, I built this one. I have the list somewhere. I don't know if Erilyn's in chat. She's got the list of supplies that we put together for it. In this day and age, I always recommend building. Because it's really easy today. It was not always easy in the past. But using the site PC Part Picker, you can craft something really nice. That's what we used to build this one. And then you just assemble it basically like a giant Lego. Oh, I love that Mystic AoE, it's so good. I mean, hey, Quantum, that's how I like to simplify things for easy understanding, right? How long ago did you build your PC? Like, what, a month? One month or two, it's hard to tell time anymore. A month or two ago. I posted the list in Discord many, many times, and in this chat. Let me see if I can dig up the list, hang on. Let me ask one of my amazing mods. A mine shaft, excellent. We brought a miner so we can actually get some of these. Ketchy, what's up? Yeah, I use PC Part Picker. I've posted my current build many, many times in this stream. But I'm getting it again, since people are always asking. I think I gotta get the stats and just like post them on the stream so that I can just point to them anytime people ask. Because they ask a lot. And it's a reasonable thing to ask. So I should have that on hand. Let me see if I can find it. It's so awesome that I get all the stuff, though. Alright, hang on. I just emailed it to myself, so I'll post it here in a second. We're gonna lose game sound here for a second while I go and get the link. Forgive me, but people want to see the PC. Alright, that's the build we came up with. That's the current rig I'm running on. We may have made one or two minor alterations to that after that link, but I think that's pretty accurate. Honestly, computers are like way easier than they ever have been. You don't need an Alienware. You're definitely paying way too much for an Alienware. Like, you're paying 1,000, 2,000 above what you could pay to build it yourself for an Alienware most of the time. It's pretty insane. Can I play any games with that? With what? With the PC? With the PC I posted? So yeah, it's pretty powerful. Oh, the thief died. Oh god. Can I play any games with that? I don't understand. Is this like a troll? Of course you can play games with PC. We did not do great that run. But we didn't do bad either. And I think we made money, right? Oh, we're still short of the 10k we need. We did get some really nice loot. Oh, we can make a knuckle blade. Sign me up. Alright, this could work. It'll get us to 10k. We just need to get to 10k so we can hire huntresses. We'll start in the kitchen again. It's getting me tons of loot by doing this because the bosses get farmed out with my thieves. And I got this cool new blade, which is really nice. That's a sweet weapon, wow. Yes, Yashola, I can play any- Yayola, I can play any game I want pretty much on this thing. With that build that I posted, I was trying to strike a balance between power and price. But I always err on the side of power. Like, this thing can play... Yeah, I'm playing modern, I can play on Ultra with 60. This one can do ray tracing, too. And yes, I completely understand if you just want an out-of-the-box experience for a PC. You're just gonna end up paying quite a bit more for it, and that's fine. That's I'm all about paying for turnkey solutions when they're available. So I do understand that. I know there are like tons of purists who are like, oh, you gotta build your own. I understand if you don't want to build your own, but you do have to understand that if you don't, you are going to pay quite a generous tax for that. That honestly, I think that you could handle. But that's completely up to you, whatever your comfort zone is, right? I just want to make sure that, you know, building a PC today is not like building a PC like it was in the 90s. Alright, I need some ice. I should not be drinking a bang this late. I'm running on fumes here, though, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some ice. Listen, chat. I love you. If you don't want to build it yourself, you don't have to. I wasn't suggesting that. I'm just saying you're going to save a couple $1,000 sometimes by doing that. Alright, another meat suit. We are gearing up hard in that dungeon, I'll tell you that. Xenoblade, this is the Monado. I call my computer the Monado. Listen, I appreciate both. I know a lot of PC purists will you know freak out if you don't build your own. But I don't hate it if you do. I mean, if you buy one, it's completely cool. If that's your comfort level, you'll get a good rig. You're gonna pay a little extra. And by a little, I mean a lot. But you'll have the comfort that you'll have a warranty and somebody that can help you should anything go wrong. So, you know, peace of mind is worth a lot. And you know how to set it up. If you've got the coin to burn and you want peace of mind, go for it. Have a good time. Whatever you want to do, you know? We've all got our comfort level on different things. Oh, I don't know if you know this, but we just hit the 10K mark. We are unlocking Huntress when we get back to town. Not to mention, that's another big boss. That's 3 different chests. Thief loot equals best loot. Remember when Walmart came with gaming PCs? I never bought a gaming PC at Walmart. Bonus treasure, hell yeah. Bet we get all 3. Oh, there's only 1. Turnover, I have it on auto. You can take it off auto for fights that you need more direct command. But you see the little auto button in the bottom right? Hey, listen, if you're playing on it, I don't care, you know? I don't care how you get your PC. The thing is, we all have a great time gaming, alright? PC, console, build your own, whatever. It's all good. Ooh, boss. Let's just keep the thief alive. We want to get paid out. I mean, hey, I've owned pre-builts in my day. But today, thanks to things like PC Part Picker and stuff like that, I do recommend, if you have any inclination at all, to build it yourself. But if you don't want to, that's fine too. That's right, Captain Stubbs. I think it's a great philosophy. Didn't we beat through this whole level before? How are we getting smoked here now? I don't understand. My guys have gotten better. Our loot's improved, but we've gotten less strong on this level for some reason. No, Turnover, you did not start... Believe me, we have this conversation all the time. It's inevitable. If you breathe in this world, you're going to have a conversation about PCs and consoles and all that other stuff. It just happens, right? It's normal. So for 25k, we could get the Dark Mage. For 10k, we can get the Huntress. Blade Master for 100. We're a little bit outside of the 100k for the Blade Master. Alright, we got the Huntress. Hopefully the Huntress is awesome. You've hired a class that can equip 2 accessories. Ooh. That's pretty sweet. Okay. Soul Bond. For each enemy defeated, deal higher damage to the same type. High chance of avoiding bad dungeon portals. 10% gold fine, 5 item fine. Wow. Huntress is nice. Oh, that's because of the clover. I'm sorry. That's not because of her. That's not her inherent ability, I don't think. Okay. I was gonna say, she's too good. Thief in there. Another Huntress. Hey, look what we got going on here. Hey, Morkin77, welcome. Thank you, Turnovert, for the gifted sub. You're up to 5 gifted subs. Thanks so much, Turnovert. Thanks for being here. And thanks for the gift. Let's get a healer in here. Alright, so we got 2 Huntresses in this party. We better see some miracles. We've had a tough time lately at these levels. Oh, Erlen, I already posted it. But thanks. I got to it. I found it through a secret back door. Appreciate it, though. That's alright. Sleep is good for you. Captain Stubbs, you have a great night, my friend. And enjoy the KQB. You collected a soul orb with the Huntress. What does that mean? These orbs give her a small but permanent damage bonus to each enemy. Wow! That seems really good. Hey Squid, what's up? So the Huntresses have meta progression. Air Gaming, what's up? How you doing? Oh man, maybe I should get 3 Mystics and a couple of Hunters and then like 1 Nurse. Get the triple AoE special going. Air Gaming, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. And of course, gotta have 1 thief so we get all 3 chests. That's how we just get loads of loot. Oh, this is looking nice. This is looking real good. I don't really like the look of these beef suits that these people are wearing, but hey, you know, whatever. Oh, I love the case. It's very, okay. So, Gavin, I go through this every time we talk about PCs. When I was a young man, I liked flashy cases with lots of, like, you know, lights and stuff. Now nobody sees my PC but me, so I like form functional, okay? The case is really tiny. It can be, it fits so, it's very, you know, it's small. It's very, very compact. Fits under any desk I want. I enjoy it. So yes, I like the case a lot. These days I don't need a gigantic tower that has blazing neon lights radiating from water-cooling waterfalls, you know? If you still like that look, I get it, but these days nobody sees my PC but me, I don't care. It's very form-functional, I like it a lot. Look at that turtle with a top hat. If that isn't the most vicious of all enemies, I don't know what is. crap, the meteor one-shot her. That's my nurse. There goes all my heals. We're in trouble. But at least we'll kill her. We'll get 3 level 90 chests with the thief. So that's good. Yeah, we got a Darkwing shield out of that, so that was worth it. However, going into this next area with no heals is going to be a tenuous prospect. Yes, look at the most evil of all turtles. Turtle with a top hat. And a little bow tie, too. But anyway, to answer the question in chat, in a matter that matters, yes, I love the case. Love it a lot. It's very good at the space that it has. Unfortunately, 2 AoEs doesn't clear the board here. Oh no. We're running low. Level 100 is going to remain out of our grasp for this run. But it was a good run. We got some soul orbs, we got the huntresses for the first time out there. There was some loot involved. We found some nice loot. Alright, Huntress. We need a thief. Another Huntress. Do we need a miner? I don't even think we need miners anymore. We're going for progression now. Except miners are kind of progression-y. Because we would get crafting mats. We do need crafting mats to make some of this fat loot sauce. We can make another knuckle blade. Vampire suit. We need some blood bottles? What the hell is that thing? Oh, we can level up the frying pan. Interesting. No, I didn't want to do that. Ah, I wanted to see how many soul gems I had. Crap. Oh well. Yeah. Hey Shrouded, what's up? Ooh, that dark shield is really cool. You haven't seen this game before, Shrouded, because it just came out today. That's why we're playing it. It is free to play on Steam. You can play it right now. You too could be journeying through the dungeon with your soda-fueled crew. Oh, yeah, turnover. You know, hey, no offense taken. It's all about meta progression in this game. The battles may look repetitive, but, I mean, in a way, they're no more repetitive than any battle in a JRPG, right? Oh, we got 2 steel shields from that. Oh, that is good. That is going to be big upgrades. That's crazy upgrades. I mean, in a lot of games, you're just killing the same stuff over and over, turnover, right? This just sort of streamlines the process a little bit. That's one way to look at it. It's not the only way to look at it, but it's one way to look at it, yeah? And my nurse is dead. GG. There go the heals. But we did manage to yoink 2 steel shields, which is enormous. Oh yeah, Malik, I'm in for a couple rounds. I got a good read on you. Oh man, this level's tough. That loot from level 80 though is gonna help for sure. I gotta farm that chest a little bit. Work the body a little bit, you know? Crazy thing is we had no problem with this. We're just a group of ragtags, so I don't know, like, I don't know what happened. You don't lose anything when your team dies, turnover. Nothing. Just the time spent on the run. We found a lot of loot that run, which is very nice. We like Huntresses because they have meta progression. We need 1 thief in the group. Sure, we'll take a miner. I think I'm kind of incentivized to... Yeah, 2 nurses, that's right. JB, you are not wrong. See, JB... I'm glad we got JB in the crowd. JB is thinking. JB lets me know what's going on. We'll take 2 nurses this time. And we'll start at level 70 so we can get 3 chests from the boss. Now we got, what, 2 knuckle blades, and a frying pan. Another steel shield. Great, we'll have all steel shields next run. I hope so too. Hey, JB Marty, even if it doesn't work, I'm happy that you're here to help with some excellent insight that I didn't see. Definitely 2 nurses could conceivably work. I hope they heal each other. Hey, Night Owl, what's up? It's taking out some turtles. You know how we do it here. You know, these meat suits might not be the best armor either. I want to make those vampire outfits, but I don't know what drops the blood bottles. No, Night Owl, we have not completed Diablo yet. Should be very easy though, once we decide to do it. You know, I think Mystics help a lot too. Mystics and their AoE damage make these fights a lot easier. But having a thief around to collect this chest X3 is super handy. All there was golden wood this time, though. These AoE attacks, though. Oh my god. Yeah, see, look at that. Wow! That was just unfortunate that we got ambushed and everything. That was just bad luck. We got 3 of these different mobs in the same fight. And they ambushed us. And they all 3 of them have AoE attack. Man, that was just bad luck. I think you're right, JB Marley. The two nurses is a good build. We just really got an unfortunate floor here. Turnover, thank you so much for coming, really. Jager is the soda is what you use to attract the fighters to the dungeon. The fancy snail's pretty cool, Kittens, I agree. It did, JB Marty, but that's hey. Anytime you play what is it? This isn't a roguelike. This would be man, but it's in the same stable. That's alright, we got him next run. We had to fight like 10 different Blade Masters that were ambushing us this time. Alright, it wasn't exactly the run we were looking for, but it was a run. A nice 4-minute run. There was loot. Alright, we get a thief. A mystic. A huntress. Another mystic. And what, 2? We want 2 nurses? Where are all the nurses? We can craft another frying pan. I wish we could make a vampire suit. How do we get this blood? Start the dungeon with a key for 2K? That might be a good deal. Alright, I think we're in a good shape here. I really do. I'm hoping this run will fare a little better. We don't have a miner, but who cares, right? The mystics make these big battles much easier. Well, we literally never saw that move before. Maybe it's time to use no thieves to make some real progression happen here. And just start at floor 90 and go for it. But I bet the Dark Lord himself is really tough. Not that these snails aren't pretty brutal themselves. If I ever saw a snail with a gold shell, man, I'd be pretty weirded out. See, look at that. With 2 mystics, I can kill the AoE spam striker before they even get a hit off. AoE magic is not to be... Oh, man. We need some heals, though. There we go. Well, here's one of the... There's 2 AoE spammers in this group. You know what? We got it. We got it. So level 90, no problem, no problem. Unfortunately, no awesome level 90 loot. Just wood and gold. That's definitely the most non-epic drop we've ever seen from a tier boss like that. That definitely could have been better. Oh no, how did one of my nurses run out of magic? Are you serious? How's it even possible? They have like 40 MP! Well, we're almost to floor 100, gentlemen. This ought to be interesting. Uh-oh. The big man himself. Gavin, what's up? Okay. He just killed a guy when he spawned. I don't think you did play it forward gaming. We're gonna be out of heals here soon. We did it! Oh wow, look at that! Demon armor, hell yeah. Huh, he doesn't tell me what that does. So you enter the portal? Yeah, I guess. Your progress will reset. You will lose all your gold, items, resources, and sodas. What? You will keep town buildings, major upgrades, and other currencies. And you will receive unique and permanent treasures when you reset. Yeah, Gavin, they do exist, you know, those are mechanics. I know, Gavin, I know. Traveling to a new dimension. Ooh, what do I want? This doesn't really tell me anything. What is this? Health, attack, or magic? Is that what I'm supposed to understand from these? Five HP per relic for each party member, okay. 2 attack per relic. level. Ah. Okay. I don't know. This is a tough choice. And I also got the Relic of Dungeon Keys, plus 0.2% chance to find dungeon keys per relic level. Well, those are crappy relics. I am very disappointed with the relics that I've been given. A dimensional traveler, that's right. Ah, the Great Sherwin. It looks like Eddie really did beat level 100. I mean, at least I kept my inn upgrades. I lost my sodas, though. And all my gear. Enemies now have a chance to drop essence. That's very important, yes. As that will let me upgrade my artifacts. It's too bad I got crappy. I got my random artifact that I got was a stupid key dropping artifact, but... Yeah, these dudes are cut, kittens, alright? We've got a bunch of chiseled dudes wailing on spiders. I mean, what else can you ask for, right? Theoretically, you're supposed to progress much faster with those relics. And I think that's accurate, too. I mean, it is accurate. But I wish I didn't get the key relic as my second one. I'm sure Eddie got something nice. Eddie, what was your second random relic? Oh, it's key relic for everybody? I guess you don't get randos yet, huh? Oh, I know you can use essence to upgrade them. I'm gonna upgrade the HP one, of course. The key one is kind of dumb. I should have taken the attack bonus one. But I figured health was pretty good, too. You can always use some HPs. I can run a more aggressive comp if I got nice base HP. But I guess if you're like one-shot and stuff, that makes a big difference too. Probably should have taken the attack relic. Eddie was probably right. And what am I saying? What does Eddie know? And these dudes are just brawling through the dungeon. That's what I like to see. 3 HP at a time, baby. For those of you who don't know, me and Play It Forward Gaming are locked in a war of this game now. It's on now. Yeah, hey, Gavin, he decided to step up, alright, so now it's on. Those are the rules. I don't make them. Squid, great to see you, man. How you doing? Diablo is still waiting patiently, Commander. He's not going to take long to kill, I promise you that. K-Star, what's up? Oh, cool, I kept my class level, so that's good. Oh, the magic clock for the next 15 battles. Oh, they're trying to get me to pay for it. Hilarious. We're not going to do that, obviously. No, the clock is permanent once you buy it, but I'm not gonna buy it anyway. That's just like you can get the clock for like 500 for a bunch of gold too. So that's no problem. We just gotta find like the gold relic, and then you pump all your points into the gold relic. That's how we do. Let's just start in the jail. Let's just get right in there and start banging. Wow, it really is crazy fast using that magic clock. We gotta save gold for that clock. It's almost too fast. Dude, 500 million is nothing, play it forward, once we start getting some stacks going. You gotta find, okay, we gotta get the relic, okay? There's probably a relic that gives you gold gain. It's all incremental, you know? I mean, Diablo's not going anywhere, guys. We got big problems here. We got a competition now with Eddie. Eddie has challenged me to Soda Dungeon 2, and that is not a challenge I take lightly. An arena? An arena? We gotta build an arena? What? What is this? Oh, we need some mats. Compete in special battles and train your party members to fight on their own. What? A stable, a place to store pets! Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta get this. We got a lot of stuff we gotta get going here. Oh, Gavin, you gotta get the pets. Even though half my dudes are just equipped with wood sticks right now, you know, we're going the extra mile. You know why? Because Eddie called me out. I'm now locked in Mortal Kombat. Hey, Duelist, what's up? How you doing? Eddie beat me to Dimension 2, and for that, he made it on. And once it's on, it cannot be taken off. This big old boy is quite the problem, isn't he? Wow. He did some serious damage. Yes, Vorpal, you did hear that it's on. You need to talk to Eddie, Played Forward Gaming. He has challenged me to Soda Dungeon 2 in Mortal Kombat. In the old ways. Duelist, yes. This is a free-to-play game on Steam, came out today. It is a sequel to Soda Dungeon. It is Soda Dungeon 2. It is a game about upgrading your people with crafting and all kinds of other stuff outside of combat, and pretty much letting combat play out as you go through dungeons. We are still Sodaing. Although if enough people scream at me to play Diablo, I suppose I could take a break and go kill him. But now that I have an official challenge from Play It Forward Gaming in this game, you know, I like, I'm enjoying my run. In combat, I can take it off of automatic. So for boss battles and stuff like that, you generally want to take it off of automatic, but for content you're plowing through, you keep it on auto. Your important decisions take place outside of combat before and after each run. And I guess this is important too. At certain points, you'll have to select different pathways for the dungeon or chest to open. But, for the most part, progression inside the dungeon is fairly automatic. Your decisions outside of that, though, do matter. And it's really all about efficiency and choice. Gear matters a lot. We need another essence point. Almost have enough to unlock the Mystic. I'll put a poll in chat. I want people to participate. Hang on a sec. Oh, my pig shield. I remember my pig shields. They were so good. Can I put this in windowed so I can Alt-Tab? Oh, is that okay? Oh, yeah. That's perfect. Resume. Okay, let me get a poll going in the chat here. Alright, I got a poll up in chat. It's got 3 minutes on the clock. I recommend you participate. Oh, Eddie. Oh, Eddie. You're messing with the wrong guy if you try to take me on. I just found a mining node. I got 3 miners on this team. We are walking away with so much mining material out of this. We're gonna have crafted gear. It's so fast, it's gonna make your head spin. Look, I already got a meat suit. I already got a meat suit in Dimension 2. What do you got? You got nothing. This bad boy is gonna give me some loot, I'm sure of it. Oh, we got a poison on him. Oh, I just one-shot a guy. That's not cool. I know, hey Gavin, you might like both poll options. I should mention on the poll, even if we don't finish Diablo tonight, if it doesn't get voted for, we'll do it tomorrow then. It's not like it's gonna go away. Yes, I know, that means a Friday stream. I'm completely comfortable with that. Listen, that pig had it coming, Gavin. That was not a nice pig. We're using crude weapons to take these things down. Very crude implements. Like, I got a bone and a stick. Tetsudo, I love this community too. That's why I'm here every night. I can't stay away. Alright, well, I guess Diablo won, which sucks. 54% of the vote. Alright. Let me change games after this run. Hey, it barely counts. I go with the vote. I know, Eddie, it's unfortunate. It's okay, it won't take me long to go kill Diablo, it's fine. I'll catch back up and kick your butt anyway. Oh man, we found a chainmail that run? I know, Gavin, I know, but the viewers voted. I put it to a vote. And that's that, you know? Here, let's load up Diablo. I let the people vote. I didn't have to do it, but I did. And there we go. Play it forward, I am going to catch up and destroy you, just so you know. You have messed with the wrong guy today. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go! Let's go kill Diablo. That's a great question, Gavin. I don't know. Now we gotta kill the Archbishop. Back down in hell. The adventure you were all waiting for right here. Oh, we're getting them, Gavin. We're getting them. The people have spoken, and they voted, and they want to see Big D go down. So, that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully, we have a little bit more luck with the succubus spawns this time around. Yeah, kittens. You literally just keep going deeper into the earth until you get to fight the devil. That is correct. There's not a lot to the plot, but you know what? I respect it. This is a game that knows what it is. It doesn't have to, like, you know, go crazy with the story for no reason to. Not like some other games like, you know, cough, Xenoblade, cough. Like, it's just, yo, you're gonna go kill the devil. Alright, I get it. Wait, it's like, is that the story? Yep, that's the story. Cool, alright, got it. And I really like how they carried it into 2.
The armories of hell are home to the warlord of blood.
Diablo is actually a reptilian shapeshifter? I don't think that's correct.
My blade seeks for your blood, mortal. Masters, it shall not be denied.
Alright, get some quests for this dude. Probably gonna be the Warlord of Blood, huh? Let's see it. Let's see what you got.
Your reign of pain has ended.
Alright, well, that was nice. There was no succubus on that floor, so that's great. That's great. Hitmon, what's up? Yep, I made people vote, Hitmon. I don't know if you voted. But 54% of the people voted to switch to Diablo and go kill the Big D. Taking me out of my zen state that I was getting into Soda Dungeon, when I have a blood feud with Edion too, you know? But, who am I to deny the viewers what they want? They want to see me chase Succubus down. These are the most annoying enemies ever. Ever! These are more annoying than, like, the Dark Souls toxic pea-shooter guys. I do... You know, Hitmon, that is pretty crazy, isn't it? But I let it get settled the democratic way. These enemies are the worst. I mean, it doesn't play anything like Tapper, Gavin. Although, you know, all the old school arcade gurus love Tapper. I hear you, Hitmon. That's why I put the vote up. Oh my god, I hate this. When people remember this game fondly, they don't remember this part. I gotta start it all over again, don't I? God.
I must be getting close.
I did, Rock. Very observant of you. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we get a better layout with less succubi this time. That's the name of the game, Rock. That's the name of the game.
I do not have a spell ready.
That sounds like very good strategy. Oh man, Eddie is schooling me right now. I gotta kill Diablo fast so I can get back to the soda dungeon. Well, you know, the good thing is, at least we haven't seen any succubi on this floor, so that's promising. That means they probably put them all on this floor, right? Oh god. Oh, such... It's absolute garbage time. Okay. That room is done. Oh, don't worry. These are, oh god, oh man. These things are definitely the anti-fun. You can't run away when the snow witches have you chain stunned. With their magical, sparkling blue balls. Oh, of course. Of course! I was afraid we were gonna have fun here tonight. But this is definitely a no fun allowed zone. No, not he was only had the health because I didn't open the books right. It's kind of silly. He actually takes like 2 hits. You can't actually do that here, Dan Phantom. That's not how this game works. But yeah, we'll beat him too, why not? Depends how long it takes me to kill the succubus, because it's not a difficult thing, it's just a time thing. Hunting down each one. But yeah, we'll kill the other guy too. He's not a problem. It's the 1,000 succubi that are a problem. Hey Zillers, what's up? Well, so otherwise you missed the other game. We had another game earlier. You'll have to catch it on the VOD. Yeah, animations and everything in this game were incredible for the time. These sparkling blue balls of death were amazing to get killed by. You felt honored. You're like, you know what? Wow, that looked really cool. Tonight we're after Diablo. The big man himself. I don't know, Hitmon. What you say is a good question. I'm not sure how they did it from a technical standpoint. That's a pretty good question, honestly. I'm interested. I'm curious myself. Oh my god, I don't have any TPs on me. Are you serious? Alright. God. I gotta go buy town portal scrolls. Because otherwise I'm not gonna make any progress. Luckily, I think all this stuff was pretty together, right? Or did I run past 1,000 guys to get here? Alright, we're gonna need some potions, we're gonna need some TPs.
What ails you, my friend?
What? What are you talking about, Hitmonchan?
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen. Well, what can I do for you?
Alright, we just need to get some town portal scrolls, and we'll be good to go.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
It may be. It may be Wild Samurai. You might be onto something. Yeah, Jiggerus, it is an M-rated stream, so not a problem. I mean, you get a warning when you come to the stream. Okay. We're back to floor 15. And all that that entails. You know, Wraith, I don't know. That's a good question. Oh, guess what? We got lots more of these. That's good. That's really good. Wild Samurai says, did the Diablo phone game ever come out? Not yet. Probably this year. Okay. So many of these things. Most annoying enemy ever.
I cannot carry any more.
The Staff of Lazarus. We'll have to take out the Archbishop
This
first.
does not bode well, for it confirms my darkest fears.
Here's the story for those of you who
While I
want
did
it.
not allow myself to believe the ancient legends, I cannot deny them now. Perhaps the time has come to reveal who I am. My true name is Deckard Cain the Elder, and I am the last descendant of an ancient brotherhood that was dedicated to safeguarding the secrets of a timeless evil, an evil that quite obviously has now been released. The Archbishop Lazarus, once King Leoric's most trusted advisor, led a party of simple townsfolk into the labyrinth to find the king's missing son, Albrecht. Quite some time passed before they returned, and only a few of them escaped with their lives. Curse me for a fool! I should have suspected his veiled treachery then. It must have been Lazarus himself who kidnapped Albrecht and has since hidden him within the labyrinth. I do not understand why the Archbishop turned to the darkness, or what his interest is in the child. Unless he means to sacrifice him to his dark masters. That must be what he has planned. The survivors of his rescue party say that Lazarus was last seen running into the deepest bowels of the labyrinth, You must hurry and save the prince from the sacrificial blade of this demented fiend.
We're about to go find Albert right now, kittens. His fate is, as you'd imagine, not a pleasant one. This is not a pleasant game. This is not a game of happiness. I mean, this game is 25 years old. If you're afraid of spoilers, then I can't help you. Before we can take on Diablo, we'll have to take on the Archbishop Lazarus. A deadly foe. Actually, he's not so bad. His companions, though, man, this is a nasty segment. Oh, everything runs. I hate this dungeon. I don't know, Gavin, but I'm sure you're gonna tell us. Do tell. I mean, it's a descriptive term. They are Hellspawn. They needed a different name for the reskinned, harder succubus. There's like 6 different names for succubi in this game. Because there's 6 different varieties. I think Hellspawn is better than Succubus plus 1. Okay. It should trigger the Lazarus encounter. You're gonna get a cutscene here.
Abandon your foolish quest. All that awaits you is the wrath of my master. You are too late to save the child. Now you will join him in hell.
So we need 1,000 succubus to fight. Three's awesome, you guys. I don't know if you played after Reaper. Reaper turned that game around. But yeah, 2's my fave. No, Rock, I already posted the PC specs for you just a minute ago. I can post them again, but I'll have to Alt-Tab. Here you go. Oh my god, everything is so annoying here. It's true, I am streaming from a calculator right now, you got me. We're gonna play a few rounds of Snake after this.
Your madness ends here, betrayer.
We killed, the fate of Albrecht is sadly quite sad, as you can see. This was really gory for the time period. Showing a sacrifice to... Yeah, not great. Not great. What do I have to do now? I forget. I mean, kill Diablo, obviously. Hylix 2. Yeah, that's a game. That's a game that we played here on stream.
Where would I put this?
Oh, here's a portal. And here we go. Not even death can save you from me. Right? Is that this game? What's my take on AMD versus Intel? I run all my rigs on Intel. Not because of any kind of, like, card power or anything like that, just because that's what they test all the games on, so the games end up working way better. In my experience. Your experience may vary. You do whatever you want. But I'm always going to go with Intel. The few years that I tried to do AMD, everything I'd run with problems, so screw it. There's a lever there. With AMDs, it's like when some game will come out and it'll be like, oh, are you trying to run it on AMD? Well, it crashes on AMD. I'm like, okay, great, cool. No thanks. But again, it's a personal decision, so I'm just saying what I do, okay? Oh god, this is such a mess. Why didn't I play a ranged character? In my experience, just go until you won't regret it. Okay, cool. This is fun. This is fun. This is a lot of fun. Hi, good evening, Dr. Mon. How you doing? Yeah, they're great, but I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about for PCs, okay? I've never had any problems with my Intel stuff. I've had problems with AMD stuff. So that's my really anecdotal selection choice there. You can play multiplayer in the original Diablo, that's correct. Well, I don't have any sponsorships, Hitmon, so I'm not really worried about that. I'll take any sponsor, Wraith. Just give me one. That can be nice. But I think they're usually like bodybuilders. is ridiculous. Gotta get some potions. TikTok? Probably not TikTok, no.
You're stop. Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Well, what can I do for you?
All right.
What ails you, my friend?
Those are all 3 sponsors I'd love to have right there, Wraith, because I already love all those products, so those would be very easy sponsors to take on. You'd sponsor me, but you had no brain. Oh, that's too bad. But I appreciate the fact that you would turn over.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
You know, Wraith, that's true. It's true. Sponsored directly by viewers like you. It's like PBS. Alright, let's get back down there. Oh boy. This place is just all these guys. I can't believe it. This is the most annoying thing ever. I have max fire resist too. These guys still hit me like trash. Hey! Trogdor, thanks for the sub via Turnover. Turnover's up to 6 freaking gift subs in the channel. Thanks, Turnover. And that's what you were talking about. Sponsored by viewers like you right there. Thanks. Appreciate it. I don't remember this end part of the game being this annoying, but, wow. I played a lot of Wizards, so that's probably why. These guys probably wouldn't have been an issue. Wizard's pretty OP in this game. Once you get going, it's a little harder to start. Getting your spellbooks can be a pain in the butt, but once you get them... I have no idea what you're talking about, Hitmonchan. Hey, later, MWax. You're gonna miss the end. You're gonna miss Diablo. Peace out. To be fair, the original Diablo was not that impressive. I don't know what you're talking about, Hitmonchan. I think that was formed by some individuals who are no longer with GI. I don't know really any more than that. Any more about it than that. Turnover, as I already mentioned, you can play this multiplayer. I don't think it ever went up to 4 people. But, you could play this multiplayer. It was a multiplayer game. Any reaction surprised? Yeah, I was surprised when I heard about it. I mean, I'd known about it for a while. I was surprised, for sure. But I'm always happy to see people do what they want to do, so I'm happy for them. I was like you said, I mean, surprise definitely. Surprise doesn't even begin to get into it. Definitely more than surprised. Shocked would be more apt. Yeah, he did announce that today, yes. Yeah, that's right, Hitmon. You're absolutely correct in that. But like I said, that project was some people like Wade and Kyle were part of that. We don't have that anymore. I mean, he's director, Jaker is. It's a very senior role. We have a lot of video projects in the works at GI right now, Hitmonchan. We're gonna see how that all shakes out. Yeah, and again, and with Leo is no longer with us either. That's been a strange thing. But we'll see what the future has in store for GI Video. Something like that could evolve in a new form. Like, I'm telling you guys what I know, all right? I don't know, but you know, there's a lot in the works. It's been a lot of change lately, as you know. Yeah, you know how Jigger is. Like I said, I was definitely thrown for a loop when I heard. He called me in to tell me. I thought he was gonna like tell me about a new cover story that I was gonna tackle or something. I had no idea. It was quite surprising. To say the least. was not quite as fun as fighting 1,000 of these ones. Definitely a moment that I never saw coming. But as I said, you know, it's always great to see people do what they want to do and be happy, so I'm extremely happy for him. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, like I said, you know, hey, things, the only thing constant in anything in life is change. Just ask Diablo. And hey, yeah, you can you can do that. You should ask him that. That'd be funny to see his reaction. Oh, the levels in this game, there sure are Hitmonchan. Wow. Wow, that's a lot of freaking guys. Oh, this is an exhausting level. Oh, journalism is just a crazy evolved field now, and I just don't think...
What ails you, my friend?
As a journalist before, even when I was getting into it, you had to be a webmaster and a journalist, and a writer. Now you have to be a webmaster, a writer, an entertainer, a personality, and a video expert as well. I would say, anyway. That's just my opinion. That's true, Turnover. That is a very classic Dan build.
Well, what can I do for you? What ails you, my friend?
Alright. Once more into the Diablo breach here. I think he comes out once you hit all the switches. I don't remember, but I think that's how it works. That's funny. That's funny, man. No, he was... I mean, Andy's incredible dude. Honestly, it was a massive privilege to work with him for so long. I mean, I said when it happened, I said on Twitter, like, you know, he's one of the best people I've ever worked with, and that's true. I am not one to, utter niceties if I don't believe it. I mean, watching any shows. Well, when I'm not working, I'm usually streaming, so... I don't know, I haven't watched any series lately, anyway. I watched the new, Unsolved Mysteries. That was alright. Turnover says, I don't understand the Nightbot. Can someone enlighten you? Nightbot is a automated moderator for this channel that takes care of foul language and spam and also sends messages now and then that I've set up to say. It's a bot. It's a robot. It does things that I've told it to do. Nightbot is sub to me. That's a curious tale. Sometimes when people get excited with gifting subs, they give Nightbot a sub too. Which is very nice of them. Nightbot's a good sub. Never uses the channel emotes, though. So yeah, Turnover, almost everybody uses Nightbot or some kind of automated moderator to help send messages and keep the channel clean. We have our own moderation people, too, but having Nightbot just takes care of the obvious stuff, right? And it also sends messages that I have it programmed to do like every 45 minutes that it's all people about the Discord. Or that they should use my Amazon link, you know, stuff like that. Important stuff. I don't even know if we can do this. It's gonna be a long night. So many freaking archmages. And I have max fire resist. I would hate to see what this is like without max fire resist. Thank you, Timberbird, for the gifted sub. Hi, Jonks. Welcome. So you're talking about mock reviews and sort of analysis, Jaker is. I've got one. Of course they did, Gavin. They affected all of us. They were horrible. Devastating. Nobody's gonna say otherwise. Absolutely, Dr. Mono. I miss those days. What video game world would I want to live in? I don't know. Something nice. don't know off the top of my head. I'm too busy killing these stupid fireball guys. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to put on a happy face for you here. The layouts were devastating. Yep, that's right. Very good, Jay Grizz. I'm gonna have to buy some more potions here pretty soon. God, you guys voted for this over Soda Dungeon, I don't believe it. Yeah, well, you know, hey, we're definitely video content is something that I want to do a lot more of in the future, Gio.
What ails you, my friend?
Hopefully, you'll get to see more of that. I can't talk about future plans too much right now, because a lot of stuff is still in flux with the big announcements. But hopefully very soon.
Well, what can I do for you?
I mean, it was going to be quick, Commander Cool. I don't remember being taken... I forgot all... I do not remember that floor having a billion acolytes on it at all. No, we're killing the big man tonight. I said we were doing it, we're going to do it. I don't care how many sleeper guys I have to kill, which is a lot. Clearly a lot. Oh god, there he is! He's right there! Oh my god! He hits real hard! Apparently from across the screen? What the hell is this shit? There you go. Hitmonchan, this Diablo is, you know, remembered fondly, but it was very bare bones. Like I said, very, very important game, but more for setting the stage and the foundation for hundreds of games to come.
The soul stone burns with hellfire as an eerie red glow blurs your vision. Fresh blood flows into your eyes, and you begin to hear the tormented whispers of the damned. You have done what you knew must be done. The essence of Diablo is contained. For now. You pray that you have become strong enough to contain the demon and keep him at bay. Although you have been fortified by your quest, you can still feel him, clawing his way up from the dark recesses of your soul. Fighting to retain control, your thoughts turn toward the ancient mystic lands of the Far East. Perhaps there, beyond the desolate wastes of Aranok, you will find an answer. Or perhaps salvation.
Rock, how can you call me a cheater? I didn't cheat at all. Very rude. I earned that victory. Jimmy October, what are you looking for in a Diablo 4? God, so many things. What they showed looked good. What do I want, though? Meta-seasonal progression. Okay, I want that. I want, group dungeoning. I want that to be an actual thing instead of just playing with your friends. I want more tailored experiences, like an instance for World of Warcraft. I want meaningful sets. I want meaningful character progression. Basically, I want something as in-depth as Path of Exile's endgame system, so something like the Atlas. Alright. Well, we killed Diablo. He's dead. But I said we'd kill the expansion boss too, so let's do that. Do I want the skills to be freely changeable like 3?
So?
I think that's okay if we come up with some other way. I don't think today... Okay, here's the thing about that, Hitmonchan. If we make the character super easy to level up, and you can get level cap in a couple days, like you can in D2, then I don't mind. Well, not level cap in a couple days. Meaningful level cap, you know, soft cap. If you can soft cap in like a couple days, then fine. Have us build other characters.
We have long lain dormant, and the time to awaken has come. After our long sleep, we are filled with great hunger. Soon now we shall feed.
So, if it doesn't take long to level a character, then I'm okay with it. But if it's like an MMO experience to level your character, and you're stuck with it and you can't make the changes to it, that's an alteration I don't think players are ready for anymore. It was different in the time of D2. Hot swapping abilities is a thing that I'm okay with, but I also think there should be permanent and important character choices as well, or at least have them cost a resource to respec like World of Warcraft. But now we're all about, like, you know, Paragon systems. What I want is... I want people to have account level progression so that seasons aren't meaningless outside of themselves. I know it's a big ask, but you asked me what I want. Yeah, I would love it if more MMO aspects leaked in. I think the game already has many MMO qualities to it. Just not the actual incentive to group with other players and play with them. Well, you asked me what I wanted, Rock. Not what you wanted. Good night, kittens. Have a good one. Yeah, I'd love more of like a... You know... We don't call them MMOs now. We call them lobby-based games, right? Like Destiny, Division, stuff like that. One of my, you know, and I think it's really cool that ARPGs can be played solo and enjoyed solo, but I would love it if they had more interesting group experiences as well. I know what you said, Rock, but somebody asked me what I wanted. So I'm telling them the answer. I mean, I don't think they're going to make another MMO with WoW as it is. But I have been surprised before. Yeah, Duelist, things have changed since the D2 days when you made... Like in D2, when you made an X, you know, an X kind of character, that was it. Like the character was locked in forever. Now, you know what? I think, Tetsudo, I think that is something we could actually see someday. I don't think that is actually... I don't think that's that far-fetched. I think we could actually see a Diablo Hearthstone expansion at some point. I think it'd be awesome. Yeah, Hitmonchan, your character in D2 was your character. Better IP for an MMO, Diablo or StarCraft? Well, you know, I think they'd both make good MMOs, but it all depends on how do you make an MMO today. Nobody's gonna... Okay, for one thing, nobody's gonna make an MMORPG today. Not like the old MMORPGs. They might make a lobby-based MMO experience. They're not gonna make an MMO. It's too much of a complicated beast these days. That's right, Amazon has a game coming out. What is it? New World. Very soon. I don't know, Jake Grizz. Ask me that when it comes out. Ask me that when it comes out. Is Facebook an MMO? Yeah, it's a real-life MMO. Where the hell are the stairs? Ugh. What about a new Mist? You know, the Mist Bros have never stopped making games, Dan Phantom. They're still putting them out. You probably just haven't heard of them. They've had multiple releases in the last 5-6 years. You can look them up. Hitmonchan, we have killed Diablo, the final boss, so we're gonna go kill the expansion boss now, the Hellfire boss. Rock, I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. The expansion boss should be extremely easy. Probably easier than Diablo was. But I gotta get to him, which means I gotta get this map from this bug down here. It's a StarCraft boss. That'll open up the crypt, then we walk down the crypt real quick, we kill him. And then we'll be done. Should make a Diablo game where you play as Diablo? I mean, you can do that if you go play Heroes of the Storm. He's a tanky, thick boy.
Closer, morsel. I smell.
What ails you, my friend?
So if you were here last night, we tried to kill this guy and failed because we didn't read the books right. You have to read the books in a certain order, otherwise he has, like, super armor. I think tonight he's just gonna fold like a... He's gonna fold like a card table. It's gonna be real quick and very anticlimactic, but you can always remember the Diablo victory we had.
This is a place of great power.
I'm just saying, that it lets you play the fantasy. You can even play Deckard Cain in that game, believe it or not. Well, Shrouded by Wings. Like I said, everybody here that was like dissing Soda Dungeon, I think the mechanics in Soda Dungeon are actually more complex than this one. But this game is so important for so many levels. Like this game invented or popularized so many mechanics that have gotten into every single game that you ever play today. It's obscene. It's crazy the influence of it. Even if it is, click on things and kill them at this point. Yeah, JB, I'm in a challenge with Eddie about it. Let's get into it. Don't forget, karaoke this Saturday night. Don't miss that. That should be something. It's going to be interesting. I'm telling you that now, because this boss probably ain't going to take long. As soon as we find him. But yeah, in this one, in Diablo 1, if you get your stats and your gear up to a certain level... Oh, well, I'm gonna take community requests, Hitmon, but, so that's gonna be interesting, man. But yeah, there have been so many innovations in the ARPG space since this game. But this was, you know... Even if we look at this as just a historical thing, this game is still very playable today in comparison to other games from 25 years ago. Certainly it's not the most complex or mechanically taxing game, or even mentally taxing, but it is just like the concept of what a roguelike could be if it was also, you know, an RPG with permanence. What kind of music am I into? Synthwave, retrowave, and EDM. No, don't worry, we'll have other cool stuff. It'll be a fun experience. So yeah, none of the stuff that I'm into Hitmon Chain will be... It's not karaoke music, so that's fine. I've got favorite bands. You know, great episode, isn't it? That was Melee, but but I said one during that same episode. During the initial conversation, I did not name one, but then I named one later on in the episode. And a lot of people have started listening to that band. I've had people come up to me at shows and be like, "Yo, Dan, thanks so much for recommending the band." Pretty cool. I mean, like I said, I mentioned one, alright? There was one. They certainly made a big deal of it, Hitmonchan. But you know, we get wild on the GI Joe. Now, where is the exit? Yeah, Prince is the default. If you say anything bad against Prince here, you're gonna get in trouble. Nothing like that, Hitmonchan. Nothing like that at all. You guys are going to be so shocked at how anticlimactic this extra boss is. There's no credits or anything. You just kill the guy. The credits only come when you kill Diablo. It actually doesn't in any way hit Hitmonchan. This is old school, man. This is old school PC gaming days. You just kill the guy, you drop some loot, and you walk away. There's nothing else. It's incredibly anticlimactic, as I mentioned. But it wouldn't be the Hellfire expansion if we don't kill him too. So gotta do it. If I could ever find the stairway. Yeah, exactly. You gotta restart the NES after. That's pretty much it. It added some new spells, some new weapons, and stuff like that. It added a bunch. Along with the two areas, the crypt and the nest. And the monk class. The entire class we're playing right now. Here we are, we're finally on the final floor. Gotta get this done so I can go take on Eddie and Soda Dungeon, you know? Come on. Yeah, I think it added the sharpening potions and the accuracy potions and the elixirs. Maybe? I think it added those. But it was a fairly significant expansion pack for the time period. I remember being very happy with it when I bought it. Oh, cool, we found the boss room. Excellent. Just going to clear it. All these ranged guys. Sound familiar? Hey, can you believe back in the days of this game we used to like buy our sound cards? Your sound card works perfectly. Have I ever had a Diablo sandwich? If that's a hot sandwich, then yeah. I love spicy food. I put ghost pepper salt on pretty much everything I eat. Should not have looked in there. Hopefully those guys don't come over here. I don't need a whole lot of space to play this game. Oh my god. It's like Diablo all over again. Do you think Diablo is a spicy boy? Yeah! He definitely is. And I'm really glad he's not going to be the big bad in Diablo 4. I'm sick of him. Alright, we gotta hit these books in a certain order. They'll come out weakened. If you just pull the switch like we did last night, he comes out at like the super armor and crap. It's really dumb. But I guess we gotta kill these first. Running enemies that shoot are the worst thing ever made. If we have to team up with Diablo, that would suck. I don't want to do that. Naka, hey, what's up? Just in time, we're about to pull the final boss. As soon as I clear the room. It could take a while. It's a very unsafe room. Yeah, we killed Diablo already, Naka. So we're killing the expansion boss now, and then we're done. Diablo died about an hour ago. Or 30 minutes, something like that. No, that is not the plan at all, Naka. Other stuff has already been lined up. If you've got suggestions for games, put them in the suggestion channel in Discord. I do read them all. Okay, I think we can actually pull the guy now. I never say what game is next, Tanaka, but I think people will like it. That'll be after karaoke night on Saturday, so that's a special event.
In spiritu sanctum, predictum oti.
There he is, the big man.
What? Who dares disturb the great Nakru?
Alright, cool, there it is. We're done.
I do not have a spell ready.
GG. And that's the Hellfire expansion, ladies and gentlemen. I'm aware, Gavin. I'm aware.
Predictum.
You gotta open the books. That's how you beat them. You have to, like, incant the weird things. Yeah. They tell you, like, in notes across the crypt that that's how you're supposed to open it. Using the books and not the lever. Alright. That's gonna do it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming. I do appreciate it. Thanks for coming around for Soda Dungeon. Thanks for checking out all of Diablo. So we beat all the bosses, which was nice. I'm glad we did the expansion boss too. We're completionists around here. I hope you guys have a great night. Yeah, thank you, Leaf. Thank you. Thanks everybody for coming out. I really do appreciate it. I don't know if there's going to be a Friday stream. There might be. I am going to say there might be a Friday night stream. We usually don't do that. There will definitely be a Saturday night stream because you know what that is. That's the karaoke night. So if you want to get stupid, be here Saturday night because I'm going to do Twitch things. That was a community goal that we hit, and now I have to do it. So that'll be wild. There might even, it's going to get stupid. It's going to be really dumb. So come around for that if you want. I'm going to leave you guys with, I don't know, Fuddle Duck because she's got duck emotes. And soon, so will I. Later on, y'all. A pizza night. I can't eat pizza, but maybe we'll come up with something like that, yeah. Thanks again for coming, everybody. Like, share, subscribe. You guys all rule. Leave your game suggestions in Discord. We got games lined up for weeks at this point. It's going to get crazy. It's going to get wild. It's going to get fun. Saturday night karaoke. Peace out. Have a good one, everybody.